Every time. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. What are you aiming at? Toastmasters. If you aim at nothing, you will hit it every time. So what is your aim?
Thank you, PT Master Kishore. Good evening, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. So aiming at nothing, you will hit it every time. So this well suited for me. So last week I have been the contest chair of the club level contest, but the thing is, like, Master Surya called me and he wants me to be the contest chair of the club level contest. So immediately I said okay for that, but I don't have a personal wish to be a contest chair or to be a contest master. I didn't have any, like, in line with the topic, I didn't have any aim or target, but suddenly it comes, so I immediately agreed. But if I targeted and aim the contest chair, I would prepare much better than what happened last week. So, and yeah, that's it. And I just want to tell one more thing to the ex-com team, so who arranged this meeting. I would say thanks for them. It makes so pleasure to participate in this meeting at this place. Thank you.
It's not always what we have to aim, Surender. It's always like we need to have people surrounded by us who reminds us that this is your target. I tell a small story. Les Brown, he is one of my favorite motivational speakers. He has been doing a disc jockeying for 14 years. He did not found the passion that he has to motivate people. Then one guy, Mark Williams, used to go to him all the 14 years and used to say him that you have a true story to tell to the people. After 14 years, he turns out to be a motivational speaker and he passes that career for the next 45 years. He builds so much of content which motivates us today. So that is the power of people around us. You have to thank Ram and everyone who has given you the contest chair opportunity. And now, can I have one or two volunteers? So would you like to?
I'll try my best. Very reason why I'm here is being tested now.
That which does not kill me makes me stronger. That which not kills me makes me stronger.
Very concept for me. Well, I don't think I'm very strong in the first place, so just.
So, guess Krishna.
Again, can you please repeat?
That which does not kill me makes me stronger.
If I say nothing kills me, am I stronger? I don't know, honestly.
We want to hear your perspective.
My perspective is very simple. One should always feel they are strong in whatever they do and whatever they believe. Because there's nothing in this world that can make you weak. It's all here and here. How you think about a certain situation is what makes you stronger or weaker. I am weak in my subject, for which I am here today, because I wanted to hone up the skills of public speaking. I'm a specialist in my own field, but there are a lot of areas which I wanted to talk to people. When I get in on the stage or interact with an audience, I find it very difficult. So I want to get over that. There's a lot of things that I have to explain and talk in a simple language, because everybody makes everything very complicated these days. And I think life is very simple. And the way I take life It's simple, as simple as possible. It's what is, I think, makes me stronger. That's all I have to say, nothing more than that. Maybe in the future, I might say something a little more than what you expect from me. Thank you very much.
Without saying anything, you have lived the moment, sir. Coming here and standing here and speaking itself is all about experiencing that. That itself has a very great meaning, like, which did not kill you, you became stronger.
Thank you guys. All of you. They inspired me all of them.
Thank you so much. And now, guest Mani Karthik. There is always a risk, so learn to manage a risk instead of avoiding it. There is always a risk, so learn to manage risk instead of avoiding it. Yes, Mani Karthik. Yes.
So if you take any task in life, so there will be something that that we have to face other than just moving away from it. From my own experience, if I take a job and look at it, there will be a lot of uncertainty in it. You can see people saying something, and there will be a lot of factors in it because in today's life we have to work with a lot of people, we have to manage a lot of technologies, and we have to encounter these factors each and every time. So I think this is also an example, I think, because I am having a lot of, I have a lot in my mind, but I can't able to express it. So that itself is a lot of fear. So that's why I come here in front of you to manage these things instead of just running away from it, from this public speaking skills. I just want to be here, be at this moment, and learn a lot from this moment instead of just running away from it. Thank you.
That's very nice. That you have given an example. That is one of the best ways to take the table topic. You have given your live example and you have an own prefer. That's very nice, Mani Karthik. Thank you so much. You have given a new perspective on the way to handle a table topic. That's very nice. Thank you. And now we have guest Sivanesa. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Yes, Joyce.
If you try to achieve anything in our life, success is our target actually. If someone fails, we might be demotivated, or someone will be motivated with the failure or something they have learned. After we reach the success, so much of the persons won't agree that it is enough for us. They will try to achieve more. They will try to pursue another target. Because that has no end. If we try to achieve something, if we achieve after that we will try more to achieve something. But we are not satisfied with anything we have. So that we can't live with satisfaction. So that we should try to live happily with what we have.
Very nice. Again, you have reinstated that we have to find the inner happiness instead of finding in achieving it. So many things. That's very nice. Thank you so much. And the next one is Ronnie. You don't have to burn a book to destroy a culture. Just get people to stop reading it. You don't have to burn a book to destroy a culture. Just get people to stop reading it.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thank you, Krishna. Wonderful topic. You don't have to burn a book to destroy a culture. You just have to ask people to stop reading them. A very apt, I would say, very apt wording for the current generation, the millennials, because we are a generation who have kind of completely stopped reading books. The only books that we come anywhere near to are some memes that we see on our phones or things that pass across as viral things. So that's the only thing that comes near us. And with this, what has really happened is that we don't know where we came from, or as a matter of fact, where we are heading to. When you read books, you kind of get the knowledge and the insight as to what are your roots, what are your cultures, what were your grandparents or the ancestors before, what did they think, how did they evolve and become what they are right now. And we are kind of, by not reading books, cut out completely from that. And we are just living in a world of fancy and in a world of make-believe, thinking that all the pictures that surround us or all the good things that people are portraying is only life and we need to be like others. But when we read books on history, on cultures, on civilizations, on development, you understand and you try to imbibe more, and you basically draw more meaning to whatever you are right now, and then you have a platform to build upon. And books are great treasures because already someone has gone through the journey. You can learn a lot from them rather than just trying to be on your own and learning something from scratch. Books give an important lesson of your background and of your potential and where you can head to. And I urge myself and the generation that is here right now to go ahead, read more books, utilize more time in reading books rather than going through memes or use of your smartphones. Over to you.
Thank you, Ronnie. Again, you have reinstated like we should not fall to the praise what we see around us. Rather, we have to learn from civilization and grow ourselves. That's very nice. Thank you so much. And with that comes to an end to the session, table topic session. Really, I have enjoyed a lot by listening to so many different perspectives to the same topics, to the topics related to books or somewhere from the authors, famous authors. Really enjoyed and thank you so much, and over to Toastmasters.